How you doing, guys? I'm Untitled Chapter here for the Man United Agenda. It's Wednesday. We're well into the transfer window now, and I'm here to talk about all things transfer gossip and the Man United squad as well. So firstly, I want to talk about our man, Harry Maguire. And there's a saying that says, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And everyone who knows me knows that I'm a big endorser of Harry Maguire, and he's been absent for the last 2 games. He's had an abdominal strain or injury, so we've missed him. Obviously, we lost against Wolves, and we had a game on Monday live on terrestrial TV against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, and we were really vulnerable in the back because even Ralph said beyond the 2 centre backs we didn't have anyone else. Everyone else was injured. That's a direct quote from Ralph. So it shows that Bailey's obviously on international duty and Harry Maguire is injured, so there wasn't much backup or cover for the 2 players out there. Lindroth went down injured, and they were looking to bring on Telles, maybe Telles to go left back and Luke Shaw to come into centre back to cover in that position. So it shows you're really vulnerable there. So Harry Maguire, welcome back. You know I love you. I think Harry Maguire, he's had a lot of stick lately. I think it tends to do with his form early under Ole, I believe. We were losing 5-0 to Liverpool, losing a lot of games. Form was all over the place, and it's always the defence and the goalkeepers who you get a lot of the stick. And I think that's just traditional, isn't it? That they're the first ones to get the blame when we concede goals. But I think it was to do with the system. We had a lot of counter-attacks on us, which is to do with the system as well, which meant that they were always on the back foot and retreating back. It's really difficult for defenders to sort of manage that sort of thing. But I'm glad he's back. He's really got thick skin, Harry Maguire. I think he's a really top-class defender, and hopefully he will start to demonstrate that once he's back in the side and he's refreshed and renewed from his injury. So talking about defenders, I want to talk about Bailey. AC Milan, top side in Italy at the moment. They're doing really well. Their guy Simon Kjær, the Denmark international, he suffered a cruciate ligament problem, so he's out for the rest of the season. So during this transfer window, AC Milan are looking for centre backs, quality centre backs, and Bailey's been identified. So that's an interesting one, because at one sense we're a bit short at the back at the moment with injury and everything else, and now they're looking at AC Milan are looking at Bailey to come back in. Of course, Bailey's not going to be available for us because he's at the African Nations tournament. But after that, in February, March, April, May, until the end of the season, do we really need him? Or would this give us an opportunity to get someone else in? We've got Mengi to come in who could fill his boots quite comfortably, most people believe. So would you sell Bailey? Would you sell him to AC Milan? I would say yeah. I would say take this opportunity to get him game time. He's got a slot there where the first team players out. He's got a slot there to get games and get that experience. So I think they should sell him or look to loan him maybe and get him that confidence back. He should speak to Dalot. Dalot was there last season, so that should be an interesting one. And we've got Chris Smalling playing in Italy as well. So it's beneficial for these guys to go out and get game time out there. That'd be very interesting for me. I want to talk about Marcus Rashford. Now, Rashford, like Harry Maguire, been going through a lot of stick lately about their form and everything else. We watched him on Monday, didn't we? And there was a lot of suggestion that he wasn't putting it in. Body language was poor, head down. And this is coming from pros like Dion Doblin and Alan Shearer. How does he rediscover his form? Berbatov, great striker for us. You know what he did. Really brilliant player, wasn't he, Berbatov? He's come out and said that Rashford should go and seek out Cavani and Ronaldo, 2 senior pros, and get some advice about how to get his form back and just get lifted again, because these 2 top pros in the club and they've been through that before and they would be able to advise him the best way. Whatever's going on with Rashford, we do want him to improve and get his head right, because something seems to be wrong. We can't put our finger on it, we can only speculate, but yeah, come on Rashford, get it together, man. We're all behind you. As regards to contract, they're talking about a 2-year an extended contract to the one he has already, and that's what they're discussing, even though he's going through bad form. So seems like he's wanted by the club, just needs to turn it up and get his form back right. So that's an interesting one. And finally, lastly, I want to talk about Denis Zakaria. I mean, he's the guy that's on everyone's lips right now when it comes to Man United. We do need a centre midfielder, as demonstrated in the last 3 games, and he is known to our manager. We were talking about Haidara because he played under Ralph, but Zakaria, he's played in the German league for a long time now. He came from Young Boys. He's a number 6. He's solid. He's big. He's technically good, and he could be going for cheap. So the other day, Romano was saying that no move's been made yet, but we've got a journalist called Rudy Galletti. He's saying today that we're in talks now to see the deal for him. So that's really interesting. Let's see how that develops. And so that's centre midfield, but we also could need a centre back as well because we're a bit thin there at the moment as well. So from yesterday or last few days, we talked maybe we won't be making any signings. Maybe that could be changing right now. Maybe this with Denis Zakaria coming in, if that's going to happen in the next few weeks or the next few days. Let's just keep our eyes peeled on the news and make sure you tune into Man United Agenda daily for our delivery, because between myself and Rebel, we will be sort of delivering the news. So it's from me, OMONDI, Juma, McDonald. Good night, God bless, and see you later. So check you guys tomorrow. Also tonight, you check us at Man United Agenda. Make sure you ring that alarm bell and get notified when we're doing shows. We've got a show on tonight and tomorrow, so it's all on at the moment. So big up all you guys at home. Make sure you leave some comments in the slot below once we've delivered this podcast, and have a great day. Goodbye.